Spring Boot YAML configuration for a list of strings. Beginner intermediate level. Configuration binding introduction. In a Spring Boot application, configuration is often stored in application.yml, application.properties. Sometimes you need to store multiple values, such as allowed IPs, supported countries, roles or permissions, feature flags, instead of writing them as a single string. YAML allows you to define a list of strings in a clean and structured way. Understanding this helps you manage configuration effectively, bind properties to Java objects, build scalable applications, handle dynamic lists. What is a list in YAML? A list is a collection of values. Simple definition. YAML list equals multiple values stored under one key. Example concept, fruits means apple, banana, mango. Basic YAML list syntax. Example app. Names, John, Jane, Alex. Equivalent representation, names equals John, Jane, Alex. Accessing list in Spring Boot. There are two main ways to access this list. Using @value, using @configuration properties. 1. Using @value annotation, YAML app, names, John, Jane, Alex. Java code import org Spring Framework, beans factory.annotation.value. Import org Spring Framework, .stereotype component. Import java.util.list. Component, public class app config. @value, $app names. Private list of string names. Public list of string get names. Return names. Explanation @value means binds YAML list to Java list. Important note for @value. Sometimes you may need to use @value, chap.app, names.split, ... if values are comma separated in properties file. 2. Using @configuration properties, recommended. YAML app, names, John, Jane, Alex. Java class, import org.springframework.boot.context.properties. Configuration properties. Import org.springframework.stereotype.component. Import java.util list. Component, configuration properties, prefix equals app. Public class, app properties. Private list string names. Public list string get names. Return names. Public void set names. List of string names. This.names equals names. Explanation prefix equals app means maps YAML to Java object. Why @configuration properties is better. Advantages. Cleaner code, supports complex structures, type safe, easier to manage. Example concept. Structured config means structured Java mapping example with multiple lists YAML app. Roles, admin, user, manager, countries, Canada, USA, India, Java class private list string roles, private list string countries. Example concept. Multiple lists means organized configuration, inline list syntax. You can also define list in one line. Example app. Names, John, Jane, Alex. Example concept. Inline list means compact format. Nested list example, YAML app groups. Name group 1, members, John, Jane. Name group 2, members, Alex, Bob. Java class, public class group. Private string name, private list string, members. Example concept. Nested lists means complex configuration, using list in business logic. Example, for string name names. System.out.println name. Example concept. Config list means usable in application logic application.properties. Equivalent properties file, app.names equals John, Jane, Alex. This is less readable compared to YAML. Example concept. YAML means cleaner than properties. Common mistakes, wrong indentation. YAML is indentation sensitive. Missing dash names, John, wrong, Jane. Correct. Names, John, Jane. Wrong data type. Trying to bind list to string instead of list. Example concept. Incorrect YAML means binding fails. Real-world use cases, feature flags, features enabled, login, payment, allowed hosts, security, allowed IPs, 192.168.1.1, 10.0.0.1, supported languages app, languages, EN, FR, ES. Example concept. List config means dynamic application behavior. Advantages of YAML lists. Advantages include clean structure, easy to read, supports nesting better than properties for complex data. Example concept. Structured data means better maintainability. Limitations. Challenges include indentation errors harder for beginners debugging YAML issues. Example concept. Small spacing issue means big problem. Best practices. Use YAML for complex configs. Use @configuration properties for lists. Keep indentation consistent. Group related lists together. Example concept. Clean YAML means clean application config. Concepts learned. How YAML lists work. How to define list of strings. How to bind YAML to Java. Difference between @value and @configuration properties. Real-world configuration patterns. Simple definition. YAML list in Spring Boot. A way to store multiple values under a single configuration key and bind them to a Java list. Final summary. Spring Boot supports defining lists of strings in application.yml using YAML syntax. You can access these lists using @value, simple use cases, @configuration properties, recommended for structured config. YAML provides a cleaner and more structured way to manage configuration compared to properties files. Understanding YAML lists is essential for building scalable and configurable Spring Boot applications.